Hello and welcome to Two Dudes, One Mic. It's me, your main man, Mr. T.A. Brown, and none other than the good neighbor, Henry Sanders. My
You
man
know it.
Henry, what's going on, man? How we doing today?
Excited. We're now starting another week of nothing but, well, it's more than just football going on, but in my mind is lots and lots of football.
Well, since you said there's more than just football going on, what are some of the more that you want to talk about before we get into the football?
Bro, I'm not the biggest baseball fan there is, but bro, my Braves are showing why they're one of the best teams in the entire MLB, dude. They've been giving a nice little spanking to those Phillies, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You know?
so because the Braves beat the Phillies in the regular season series, I mean that's fine. But last year, I just have a question. When it came to when the games really mattered between the Phillies and the Braves, who ended up in the World Series? I'll
Oh,
wait.
the Phillies
I'll
ended
wait.
up there.
Who did?
But we're not gonna go in the past, man. Who had it before the year before that?
Now listen.
Who was that team 2 years ago?
Listen.
Come on, man, do it with me. So you love doing it. We're talking about them.
Not for the Braves. Not for the Braves. I do that for the
North. Man.
I only do that for the Seminoles. I don't do it for the Braves. I don't do it for the Seminoles. Only if we're talking about the Seminoles. Do you see me do the war chant? Okay.
Come on, man.
So yeah,
I know better than that.
The Braves are looking hot. The Phillies are also looking hot, and it's going to be good. Come playoff time. I'm really not concerned about the division. My thing is let's get to the dance and then let's settle it there, because that's really how you do it. It's all about making it to the playoffs, and then once you get to the playoffs, once you get to the dance, anything. Do you hear me? Anything can happen. And all I know is Bryce Harper is playing very well right now. Trey Turner is playing very well right now. And Mr. Schwarbaum himself shows up big time with a big bat and a big stick. So we good, bro. We good. I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
I'm not worried about it either, man.
You shouldn't be.
Tomahawk chop. Tomahawk.
Should be. But anyway, man, let's talk real quick, man. What about my man?
Prime time in prime country.
2-0, baby.
Come on with it. Who saw this coming?
He told everybody that last game, it was personal. See, this is why you should never go and start trying to sell wolf tickets. You know a little bit about selling wolf tickets.
No, not really.
Oh, yes, you do. Do I need to take you back? Oh, I'm going to take you back to Liston, the 3rd floor, room 307. There was an NCAA tournament going on one night between you, the good neighbor, Henry Sanders, and a gentleman by the name of Benny. We will not give Benny's last name for the sake of nobody being able to find
Benny. Oh, and there was no wolf tickets sold.
And Benny was hold on. And Benny was selling wolf tickets. And I remember a certain good neighbor of mine who said, "You keep on talking, and some things are going to happen."
One warning.
Two
warnings. Won't be a third warning.
Somebody said this is getting personal, and it got personal.
That's right.
And so it's a good lesson in why we should not shout wolf tickets, and we don't know if we can really beat our opponent, because the opponent that we're talking to might have a right hook for your jaw. The opponent that you're talking to might have more talent at quarterback. The opponent that you're talking about might actually be a better coach than you. The opponent that you're talking about may have better receivers than you do. The opponent that you're talking about and selling wolf tickets to might have a better running game, may have better cornerbacks and linebackers. And on top of that, you talking smack, and you got to come to my house, and you think that you're going to go in my kitchen and get whatever you want out of the fridge, and I didn't invite you over? That's a butt whooping all day long.
all day, all day.
And so
and
like
Matt
Deion,
Rule paid the price, buddy.
Deion said, "Give me my theme music. Here we come to get you. Here we come to get you."
Hey, and I can't remember the cat's name because I'm not a Colorado State fan, nor am I a follower, but he's talking trash himself now.
But see, that's fine though.
Like he didn't learn from Matt Rule.
Yeah, but you know what though? I can live with him talking trash because Colorado State and Colorado is a rivalry game. So you're supposed to talk smack to one another. But Matt Rule, you doing what you did and you're trying to reestablish a rivalry. You should have just came and played the game because you knew that Jeff Sims was leading in turnovers already after 1 week. So you shouldn't have been talking nothing. You should have went in humble as you should have went in there as humble as a sheep.
Yes, for the slaughter.
I'm just saying that's all I'm saying. But this is what I love. Deion is really opening doors.
Yes,
for Black coaches. He is opening the doors and showing that we not only can play the game, but we can coach the game, and we relate to the majority of those who play the game.
Exactly.
And I love the fact that Deion is unapologetically who he is. And he says, "Look here,
he always has.
You're going to deal with me. You're going to deal with me because what I'm going to do is win. And what the media is always going to do is they always chase winners.
That's right.
So as long as he wins, guess what? He's like this. Y'all going to have to put up with me. And I'm going to say whatever I want to say when these mics are hot and they're live. Period.
That's right.
And I love it. And I'm here.
And that's always been Deion. From the Falcons to the 49ers to the Cowboys to the Ravens. What baseball team did he play for too?
You forgot. You forgot it. You forgot a team.
What team I forgot?
Florida State.
I said Ravens.
No, you.
Oh yes, Florida State. Yeah,
that's where it started.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
that's
he
where
definitely.
It started. You forgot.
That's one of Florida State's greatest right there,
Reds.
Man.
You forgot that he played for the Reds before he played for the Braves.
The Reds, the Braves. I mean, come on. This is a man that wins and wins in style. I mean, if you ever had
win no matter what.
Right. If you ever had a professional athlete, a professional wrestler, like Ric Flair, that had and just somebody that's similar to him, that's over here into professional sports. That's Deion Sanders, man. I am serious because I follow Ric Flair on social media, and every time there's something done with primetime, Ric Flair is putting out a post. I mean, you talking about two of the most electrifying people in their own arenas. But one thing about Deion has crossed all arenas. I mean, it's not too many departments he hasn't been in so far that he has not dominated and done it with style.
100.
I mean, he is one of the greatest, and I'm glad to see that because one thing about Black men and Black people, period, in sports is that, okay, if you put them in sports, they're only, especially in football, they're only allowed to play certain positions because they're Black. We couldn't play wide receiver at one point in time. We couldn't quarterback. Definitely couldn't quarterback. Now we went here. Oh my God. His own son is one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football right now.
He's a Heisman hopeful.
Exactly. And he has dominated in two different conferences or divisions, however you want to look at it. You understand? So it's not just say, hey, he's one of these just Jackson State quarterbacks. He's not having to move right on over to Colorado and doing his thing there.
Look, this is when you know that you are an elite quarterback. When the GOAT decides he wants to mentor you.
Come on.
We don't hear too many people being mentored and having Tom Brady on speed dial.
Exactly.
Unless your name is Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is the face of the Brady brand. That says enough in and of itself. That says enough. And if you notice, he is very smart with the ball.
Yes, he is.
And it's really going to be up to him if he wants to leave after this season. True, because at the rate that he's going and the trajectory that he has for this season, he could declare for the draft and be the number one pick. It's really
just
very
possible.
To me, it's going to come down to, do you want to try to win a national championship, or do you want to go get the bag? But the thing about it is, he's already getting plenty of the bag with his NIL deals.
With the NIL deal, man.
So truthfully,
it's a $1 million deal, I believe it is.
If I'm Shedeur, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do what I got to do this year so that we can be ready next year to make a run for the national championship, considering next year begins the 12-team playoff.
Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it.
I'm just saying.
Yes, indeed.
I'm just saying. Woo! But so, what would you say? Oh, big story that just dropped today. What do you think? And I mean, this was like earlier this afternoon. What do you think about Commissioner Silver dropping and the NBA governors dropping this now fining players for what they call rest?
Yeah, they're finding players, they're finding teams behind this rest. But I'm with it. I'm with it. And the reason being, just simple, I'm making it simple as possible. We don't have a whole lot of time right now. Simple as possible. People don't go out here and spend their hard-earned money to expect to see. I'm a Lakers fan, not really a LeBron fan, but I'm gonna bring it up because I'm a Lakers fan. See LeBron James,
the baby James,
La Flop,
La Loser,
La King, baby,
La Brick,
right, Mr. Not Clutch. Anyway, not play. I mean, even if you're not a LeBron fan, if you cut on your television that you're subscribing to, like with me with NBA, whatever it's called, okay, well, right offhand, but you can get all the games. And we don't get paid to mention. That's the reason I'm really not mentioning it.
That's right.
Oh, they got the NBA channel. I put that out there. Right. So I don't want to sign in and not see LeBron, whether I like him or don't like him. I want to see anybody that goes into the stadium, into the arena rather, they want to see him play. And so just resting 20 games or 26 games, okay. And I'm glad they did that. So you know what? This season, he's going to have to play. And we all know he came back just to get those 40,000 points, man.
But, you know,
let's see what happens.
I don't really have too much of the issue with LeBron. LeBron, when it comes to this, pretty much plays the majority of the season. He's generally playing over 65 games. My issue are these fakers like Ben Simmons.
Right, Ben Simmons is another one.
You know,
that's the main one.
Like Kawhi Leonard.
Right.
These fakers, you know, who are taking a whole lot of folks' money. You know, the James Hardens of the world. Yeah, James. Mm-hmm.
Right. I know you're tired of that, man.
You come into camp out of shape and not wanting to play because you want to be traded here and there because you can't handle pressure. Yeah, I'm talking about you, James Harden, that has messed up my Sixers. I'm talking about you, Ben Simmons, who have messed up my Sixers, and you're taking away the best years of Joel Embiid's MVP type career. Are you kidding me? That's them the guys that we really need to get. These guys that are what we call healthy scratches tonight. Oh, see, now this is what I know. Somebody who used to play basketball at a pretty high level is if you had a back-to-back game, if you had multiple games in the week, and coach noticed that you were a little sluggish, he would just reduce your minutes. But it wasn't that you would just sit and not play. It was, oh, well, let's just go ahead and reduce your minutes tonight. Instead of playing, 30 minutes, we're gonna scale you down to 15. then some of the bench guys are going to have to come in here and
exactly
clock more minutes. I don't understand why that can't be done. Just simply say, hey, you know what, tonight, especially nowadays, because they don't do back-to-backs in the NBA anyway.
Okay, let's now let's segue. And I'm surprised you haven't brought this up, Brown. But out of the two of us, you are more of a basketball guy than I am.
Yes,
and I'm gonna segue you into this and let you run with it. Okay.
Okay.
I got two initials. M and J.
Michael Jordan.
Come on, man.
Now let me tell you something about the true GOAT, the real GOAT.
Right. Come on with it.
GOAT 1A. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do you one solid. We got GOAT 1A and GOAT 1B.
Come on, I'm about to bring him up too.
Is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, if you look at the expanse of his career, the majority of times when there was 82 games, he played all 82 games, including the playoffs, and did not take any breaks off. When Michael Jordan was 39 years old, his last season with the Washington Wizards, do you know what he did? He played all 82 games. And he played all 82 games on practically one leg because he had a jacked up knee on his right leg. But he still managed to drag himself, Kawhi Leonard, to 82 games in that season. And if they would have made the playoffs, he would have played those playoff games as well. Now, let's move from GOAT. That's GOAT 1A. Now let's go to GOAT 1B, who is not La Loser, not LeBrick, not LaRescom, not LaFlop, but Kobe Bean Bryant. Did you hear what I just said?
Woo, come on with it.
Kobe would play all 82 games with fractured fingers.
Yes, he would.
Shoulders. He even, when he tore his Achilles, he said, I'm not going out of the game until I make these free throws. And then I'm going to go and start my rehab the next day. That's called dedication. That's called appreciating the people who sit their butts in the seat, who watch on television to give them what they've paid for, and that's entertainment. I am not entertained by the 15th person on the bench whose name I don't even know, that you
don't even know
on the street to be a practice dummy.
Come on.
So come on. That's it for that. But bro, we need to get into this pick'em stuff.
Yes,
we really.
We had to get that off our chest.
Yeah,
that was like wait on the show.
I did. And I wish that
Yes.
Let me say this. And I
come
wish
on
that these quote unquote aficionados like Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, everybody on the NBA Today staff. I wish that you would talk to some of these former guys that you buddy up with and tell them, y'all need to get on the court and play some basketball and stop being a bunch of punks.
Exactly.
Because that's what they are. They're playing, they're like sissies.
Yeah. I mean, especially that you mentioned Charles Barkley. I was not a 76ers fan, but I was definitely a Charles Barkley fan. Come on, man. We all know a young Charles Barkley wouldn't stand for this, man.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. So let me get off the NBA because you see what it does to me.
All right, let's move on.
It gets my pressure up. But man, we got to do this.
Calm down, bro.
It's Thursday night, so we got Thursday night football. Okay,
let's do it.
And so, of course, last week when it came to NFL, bro, you are beating me. You're up on me 2 games. I got to give you your props. I went 8-8 last week. It was not a good week. Maybe Mars was in retrograde or something, and it caused me not to pick properly. Maybe I don't know what was going on. In the air and in the weather when Joe Burrow can't even throw for 100 yards. That's part of the reason why I'm 8-8. When Kirk, my cousin, can't throw to his team, but he throws to the other team. That's part of the reason. That's part of the reason why I'm 8-8. Because of games like that, that the Broncos, and Russell Wilson, who's out here kissing babies and not learning the playbook, that's why I'm 8-8, because of stuff like that, bro. But
stuff like that.
Hopefully,
definitely that game, because I went for who? Those Raiders.
Yeah, hopefully this week I can turn some things around. I mean,
let's see what happens, Brown.
Don't let me get started on Chiefs. Don't let me get started on Chiefs.
I wasn't going to bring the Chiefs up, bro.
And the fact that they didn't have a single person that could hold on to a football. They're paid to catch the ball, and they just had it. You would have thought that Patrick Mahomes was throwing Scud missiles at them because
right. Hey, even one guy in local radio there in Kansas City, he brought up something I even forgot. I can't remember the guy's character name, but he brought it up in Any Given Sunday. He was like, "Mr. Something Stoneheads."
Come on in here. Yeah, it was horrible and it was horrendous. And that's part of the reason why I ended up going 8-8. But now it's time for the redeem week. Week 2. It's time for Redeemer to be redeemed and time to catch up to you. And it starts tonight with none other than, can you feel it? I feel the air underneath my wings. Fly, Eagles, fly. Home opener at Lincoln Financial Field. Yes, I know that we struggled against none other than the GOAT of defensive coaching and Bill Belichick. But what we did is on Brady Day, we spoiled Brady's party and came out with a win. And all I want at the end of the day is I want W's. I don't care if it's ugly. I don't care if it's pretty. I don't care if it's stupendous. I don't care if it's marvelous. As long as at the end of the day, it's a W, I am a happy camper. And so since we got the W, I'm happy with my Eagles. And so tonight at Lincoln Financial Field, do you hear what I'm saying? Tonight it's going down at 8 o'clock on that Prime network. And I'm really tuned in at 8 o'clock to support none other than the franchise quarterback himself, Mr. Philly all day long, Jalen Hurts, because it's Hurts season and Hurts is about to put some hurting on the Minnesota Vikings. So you can book it. I'm going 1-0 tonight when the Eagles beat the Vikings. Let's go.
Oh, yes, I'm with you. I mean, you're not going to catch up tonight, buddy, because I am not going with Kurt. Not my favorite cousins. No. No. So you might need to get okay. I'm with the Eagles, baby, tonight. Hey, remember, that's my Super Bowl pick. Even though I'm a Panthers fan, that is my Super Bowl pick.
Panthers get pounded. But anyway, Eagles keep flying, Panthers get pounded. But anyway.
Whatever you say, we're coming, though. Don't worry about that.
You're right. Y'all coming.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're a fool for that one.
So, moving from the NFL slate for tonight, we got to talk college. Where
we got to again.
Though you may be ahead of your boy in NFL, I think somebody's trailing on that college level. I think somebody's behind me on that college level. And so
a little bit.
And so with that, we have 5 games to pick here. All right.
Oh, wonderful.
First one is being the Navy midshipmen traveling to Memphis to take on the Memphis Tigers. Now, Navy is a good team. They run the wishbone.
Oh, yeah.
And the wishbone has been tried and true.
Yes.
But they're going to Memphis. And the Memphis Tigers are hungry. And they've been playing solid football. I'm going with Memphis to beat Navy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I made that call for you this morning when we talked about this morning. I'm going with Memphis Tigers, man.
Yes, Memphis you did. Yes, you did in our pre-show meeting. Thank you for telling the world about those conversations. We greatly appreciate
it. Oh, yeah, we got to have it. Give a little insider, you know what I mean?
Next, we have the money game. When Bethune-Cookman takes on the University of Miami, and Miami, who surprisingly to me is undefeated. I did not think that they were going to beat Texas A&M last week, but they did. My hat goes off to the Canes, and for once again, I'm going to pick the Canes. I'm going to pick the Canes.
That man said the Canes. Come on, you want to say the U. Yeah, of course, man. Money game.
The Miami Candy Canes.
Our mutual friend of ours, she gonna be up there on Instagram, and I'm gonna be steady liking. Yep, the U.
Moving right along to the next slate of games, which is actually on Friday. We got Virginia taking on Maryland. Virginia coming off a loss to JMU. And Virginia is about to lose again to Maryland. Let's go Terrapins.
Yes, I'm with you. Hey, I'm with the Terrapins, man. Virginia, like I said, even last week, that's the team that's going nowhere to anytime soon, man.
Oh, Tony Elliott about to lose his job.
Oh, yes, I agree.
Next, we have the team that you have insider information on, but your insider information ain't going to help you when Army takes on the University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners. And guess what's going to happen to Army? They're going to be chasing all over the field as the Roadrunners score a whole bunch of touchdowns and win the game.
Yes. Yeah, even my Army insiders said the same thing. Give me the Roadrunners.
and the last slate before, of course, tomorrow we'll deal with, of course, the Saturday college slate and the Sunday NFL slate. Ending today, we have Utah State taking on Air Force. It's a battle of the Mountain West, and neither team has been too impressive to me this year. Utah State is off to a slow start. Air Force is, kind of creeped through and got a win here. So in the battle of teams that are just trying to find their way, I'm going to pick the military school. I just believe that Air Force has a little bit more than Utah State.
I was hoping you was going with Utah State, but I'm going with Air Force too, man. I hope you was going Utah State, but yeah, Air Force.
Well, you can always throw caution to the wind to change your pick if you'd like to.
Oh no, not
that's about the only way that you're gonna catch up is eventually you're gonna have to throw some caution to the wind.
It might come in the weekend slate, but not tonight though.
Yeah, because I know that last week, you picking Alabama. I know that hurt your feelings when you saw them Texas Longhorns that I picked, and you thought I was crazy picking the Longhorns to beat Alabama.
Hey, I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's Alabama. It's the SEC. I particularly want to see Alabama lose, just not in that game.
Yes, don't worry. They got some more. They got some more losses coming. As a matter,
there are more coming.
After watching them, look, their quarterback play is not where it needs to be,
no, it's not.
And the young man, he's still learning the game. But if Alabama only has 2 losses, it'll be a good season for them.
Yeah. People are already counting Alabama out for a national championship. I mean, it's only 1 loss.
Count me in on
that. How's it again?
I said, count me in on that. I'm in that group.
Right. I'm giving them 1 more. They lose 1 more game, then just forget it. And maybe next year, if they lose 2 games, they can make it to that 12 team playoff. But they lose 2 this year, you can just forget it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Cool. So look, those are our college picks and our NFL picks. Any lasting words as we get ready to, of course, bid each and every one of you adieu? It's me, T.A. Brown, and the good neighbor, my man, Andrew Sanders. As we get ready to close, my friend, what are your thoughts on the Jets losing Aaron Rodgers for the season?
I am so glad you brought this up before we got off air. From what I've watched in that game, I've never really been a big Aaron Rodgers fan. I don't like to see anyone get hurt in this sport. It is a violent, high collision sport. I didn't have an Achilles tendon injury, but I believe you did when we were in college.
The pulvaris tendon. Pulvaris
tendon. Okay, but that's terrible. He's 39 and he's hopeful in coming back. I don't see at 39 with that type of injury him coming back, but time will tell. But from what I've seen in that Jets game, I watched that game through its entirety. I know that offense was built around Aaron Rodgers, but by the second half, they started to adjust that offensive calling around Zach Wilson. They did plays that were, I guess you could say, safe for Wilson. But that Jets defense, Woo! My God. Yes,
Strong.
sir. Strong. Strong. Do you understand me? So if they can get that close plays centered around Wilson in this week to where he's focused on not turning over the ball, at least right now for the next few weeks, be what I call a game manager, meaning you keep the ball safe. We're going to call plays that when, hey, we're going to make sure you get it to the tight end. We're going to call some in and outs. When they bite in, we'll throw in a 9 route, but we're going to build this thing up. We're going to hand the ball off, and they have an excellent run game. I can't remember the last time I seen the Jets team with a running game like this, man. So they have a lot of potential, even with Aaron Rodgers being gone for the year. So the Jets are a sleeper team. Don't I'm telling you, watch out for the Jets, man. Watch out. Jets. Watch out.
Now, this is where Todd and Henry agree. I believe that the Jets are going to be a still formidable team. I still believe that they can potentially make the playoffs. And what the Jets are about to show the world, and it's going to change the market for a particular position, is they're about to show you the value of good running backs.
Oh, yes.
Because now the Jets are going to focus on Breece Hall and my main man, Mr. Dalvin Cook, Mr. Florida State Seminole himself. Okay, that's going to be a solid 1-2 punch. That's going to allow the Jets to simplify the game for Zach Wilson. And all Zach Wilson needs to do is not make mistakes. And so what that's going to do is it's going to show the entire league how valuable running backs are. Because when your quarterback can't get it done, all you have to do is hand it off to the left.
That's right. Lean on the run game.
The play action game becomes very important when you have solid running backs. When the blitz calls and blitz pickup become very important when you have solid running backs. So Jets, as a former running back, I want to say thank you for showing how important running backs are and that they should be paid properly. Thank you.
And from a former offensive lineman that used to open up those holes, baby. Thank you. But I love the run block better than pass block. Yes, sir.
Got you. But who would always be there if the pass blocking failed? A running back.
A running back picked up that blitzing outside linebacker or blitzing middle linebacker. That running back had to catch it, man.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes where they clicks up in the air, but they still caught that block. That's how you to feel for the running backs, man.
So you're right, but one more thing before we cut out for the day, man. How you feeling after y'all got pounded? And I'm talking about your Panthers.
Look. I didn't get a chance to release my video before this meeting here, and how I expressed. I'm gonna express it now. I'm disappointed. Because, of course, as a fan, I expected victory. But exactly what I said our problem was going to be is exactly what happened. Two things. Our offensive line on the left-hand side is just terrible. And this second thing, I guess we can say, well, the good neighbor was wrong. Miles Sanders is terrible.
where Todd was right.
I mean, terrible. I said it this morning.
Can you do that again? Can you just say that one more time? Miles Sanders is what?
Terrible. I mean, my God, he barely made it past the line of scrimmage all game long. Well, I think he even fumbled once. I mean, then as soon as he fumbled, they throw the camera over there on Deuce Staley. Are you kidding me?
Okay, I'm gonna help you with something.
Come on, man.
Anytime Philadelphia lets somebody go there's always a reason. Because think
Always.
about it. The people that they value, they do everything that they can to keep them.
Mm-hmm.
But if they let you go, there's a reason. And they learned where they messed that thing up when it came to Brian Dawkins. They let him go too early.
Too early.
Get him later on. But since that time, they've always been good at gauging when it's time to let someone go. So
that's right. Right.
You know, there we are with that. Again, it's me, T.A. Brown, and the good neighbor, Henry Sanders. Two dudes, one mic, giving you high school pick'em, college pick'em, NFL pick'em, and as you see, we love to talk about anything sports related. And so we hope that you have enjoyed the conversation from the NBA to Major League Baseball to college football to NFL. And we're not done this week. You'll see us again tomorrow as there's some more will. And one of the things that we love to talk about, but we have not been able to share it with you, our world and audience, is professional wrestling.
Oh, yes.
Sports entertainment, where we get to acknowledge.
You know, that's my dude. Come on.
But eventually we will start, of course, discussing that sometimes. And also, as you know, on this channel that you tune into, Two Dudes and a Mic channel here on YouTube, we also at times populate it with, of course, fantasy matches in our Two Dudes and a Mic productions. So if there's ever been a fantasy match that you've been wanting to see, you may see it on some of our simulations, just to kind of give you that excitement of what it would be like if Roman Reigns took on MJF, or you know, what would a Hurt Business look like with the almighty Bobby Lashley, Keith Lee, and Montez Ford and Wardlow. What kind of Hurt Business would that be? What about, and God rest his soul, what about a Disciples of Darkness of Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor and Malachi Black?
Come on.
I mean, look, if you're looking for that kind of stuff, this is the channel to tune into. You get sports, you get wrestling, you get fantasy wrestling, entertainment. It's all here. Two dudes, one mic with me, T.A. Brown, and the good neighbor, Henry Sanders. So again, hope each and every one of you have a great day. Yeah. And look, we'll see you, of course, tomorrow. Same Two Dudes time, same Two Dudes place. It's Two Dudes.
Come on with it.
One mic. A whole lot of biased opinion sprinkled with a little bit of facts. Peace.
Peace.